It's horrific. Uh, you know, look, it's just horrific. I mean, here's a man who is, both of them doting parents. Behind the bright lights of Hollywood, where movie stars always attract attention, lies a world few know about. Not only do they fight on screen, but many film legends also have to face fierce battles within their own families. They silently swallow their tears, hiding the pain when their children are born with diseases, deformities, or birth defects. Some children are born with Down syndrome autism or must fight deadly illnesses. Some never grow up, while others live in the silence of their conditions. Some stories even shock the world when families forced their children to undergo dangerous surgeries, simply because they feared the truth would harm their reputation. Here are 20 true stories about famous stars, great fathers, and mothers who had to endure the silent pain of their children suffering from horrific diseases: Roy Rogers and Dale Evans, little angel with Down syndrome. The story of Roy Rogers and Dale Evans is one of the lesser-known tragedies in Hollywood entertainment. Despite them being major stars of the 1950s and 1960s, this couple was not only a legend in music and film, but also a symbol of love and family. However, behind the glitz and glamour, there was a quiet pain that only they could understand. In 1950, they welcomed the birth of their beautiful daughter, Robin Elizabeth Rogers. However, their brief joy was overshadowed when they discovered that Robin had been born with Down syndrome. Robin lived a short life full of challenges, only reaching the age of 2 doctors diagnosed Robin with congenital Down syndrome, a condition that directly affects the intellectual and physical development of children. At this point, Roy and Dale had to face a painful reality that no one wishes for their daughter would never develop normally. But what hurt them even more wasn't Robin's illness. It was the lack of societal love and understanding for children like her. Despite being stars, they still had to struggle with stigma and worry about their daughter's future in a society that didn't fully understand this condition. Both Roy and Dale devoted all their love and care to Robin during her short life. In 1952, Robin passed away in the loving arms of her parents, only 2 years old. Her death caused Dale Evans unimaginable grief, but she wrote a book called Angel Unaware, a heartfelt account of her time caring for her daughter. She shared, "My daughter came and went in silence, but taught me a lesson in love and strength that I will never forget." With this book, Dale not only honored her daughter, but also aimed to raise societal awareness about children with Down syndrome. The book quickly became a phenomenon, causing the American public to reconsider how they treated these special children. But the story doesn't end here. Another star in the entertainment industry also faced a similar tragedy, perhaps even more heartbreaking, as the price of ignorance and stigma turned out to be far too costly. 2. Music, Angie Dickinson and Burt Bacharach, daughter Nikki with Down syndrome and autism. In 1966, Angie Dickinson, star of Rio Bravo and Policewoman, and legendary composer Burt Bacharach, welcomed the birth of their first daughter, Nikki Bacharach. The seemingly perfect life of this famous couple quickly became painful and full of challenges when they discovered their daughter had both Down syndrome and high-functioning autism. From a young age, Nikki couldn't communicate or integrate with society like other children. She lived in her own world, where what people called normal became something distant and hard to comprehend. Both Angie and Bert had to face a harsh reality. Their daughter would never live the life of a typical child. But instead of choosing silence, they decided to keep Nikki's condition a secret from the public, a decision that could be seen as a quiet rebellion against societal stigma. However, Nikki's life was far from easy. Each passing day, the young girl sank deeper into loneliness and sadness, unable to connect with those around her. Despite the love her family gave, Nikki still felt different. Life became unbearable for her, and in 2007, Nikki passed away at the age of 40. Nikki's passing was a huge shock to Angie and Bert. It wasn't until later that Angie Dickinson publicly revealed that she could no longer keep the secret. In an emotional interview, she said she didn't belong to this world. She was an angel trapped in a human body. The story of Nikki Chain changed Angie Dickinson's life, but the next star's life would be even more severely tested by a child born with a condition from the start, William Christopher, father from MASH, and the journey with son with Down syndrome. William Christopher, famous for his role in MASH, had to face a significant challenge when his son Ned Christopher was born with congenital Down syndrome. However, unlike many OT,